Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Crooked Russian Cam Dates Me, Damn It, Love Never Allies.
Yeah, you got it there eventually.
Yeah.
That's one of those is correct.
Yeah, we're playing Love and Romance, a study of intimacy.
Nominalization! That's what I've been trying to think of. Fuck!
She finally got it.
You had to wait 2 weeks for that one, folks.
Oh dear.
I swear to God, I did not time that. That was it. That was it. Just happening in my head.
Annie, what's it like being the funniest person alive?
I have a style book.
'Cause you're a nerd and we love you for it.
Yes, thank you. Anyway,
was a
I'm
shame
sorry. Please continue.
It was a shame that I had never been away from the city.
From Chicago. I lived in the middle of Chicago.
How do you afford to live in the middle of Chicago on a shitty writer's salary?
Well,
Not
maybe it's
salary,
one of the
like,
things where, like, it's not
income?
so much that you actually live in Chicago, but you actually live in one of the suburbs of Chicago, but it's close enough to Chicago that whenever anybody asks where do you live, you just say Chicago.
Or you could live in Boys Town, which is, years ago, had cheap apartments, and you would move in there as a person who just graduated before you had a job, living month to month in your shitty, like, two-room apartment.
Is that what your brother did?
Yeah, that's what my brother did.
There you go.
And he lived in Boys Town, and he was like, everybody assumed I was gay. And I was like, it worked out. He goes, it did work out because everybody gave me discounts.
Hey! Now that's the homosexual agenda for you.
Yes.
God, I wish people gave me discounts for being gay. I would love to get, like, a lesbian discount card. That would be really good.
Oh man, please. And it could have just like, it could just be the nice little flag and everything.
Please. Do I get a bonus one for being trans?
Of course.
That's double gay. You're double dipping.
Holy shit.
Ah!
But, you know, he doesn't, like, go in with her. He phrases it like he's handing it off to her and about to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. 5.189, cutting unnecessary prepositions from the grammar chapter. A noun ending in ants, ants, itty, meant, ision, or chun is often formed from a verb, qualification, qualify, performance, perform. These nouns are sometimes called nominalizations or zombie nouns, and they often require additional words, especially prepositions. That is, during her performance of the concerto, it's essentially equivalent to while she performed the concerto, but it is somewhat more abstract and requires the preposition of. Using a verb instead of a nominalization often eliminates one or two prepositions. For example, toward maximalization of becomes simply to maximize, so that our efforts toward maximization of profits failed might be edited down to our efforts to maximize profits failed.
Annie, I love you so much.
Chicago Manual Style, 17th edition. Look it up, lady.
She's from Chicago. She should know her own style manual. This is my first time in a cabin, so don't tease.
Why would somebody tease you for being in a cabin for the first time?
Well,
here is the house. Apparently. It is a little old, and there is a lot of wood.
I want to go to the cabin on the lake again.
Yeah, we really need to do that. We've never actually managed to do it we've never actually managed to do it together.
No, we haven't.
If you do, you need to take many pictures and then send them all to me, please.
Natch.
I mean, La Push is open again.
Can we drive around Port Angeles until, like, spooky men walk up around us and go, hey, hey, hey?
Yeah, and we can also look up a fabulous bookstore in Port Angeles. Beautiful, urban Port Angeles.
So there he's saying that line again. Anything I can do to help Amelia. That is his characteristic line that is supposed to say. It's like the
now
I can fix that of this game.
Is that supposed to be his as you wish, you think?
Yeah.
Now what Amelia did not know was that anytime Lee said anything I can do to help, it actually meant I love you.
And now he will head into town and grab some food for us. For us? I was confused and tilted my head.
Huh?
No, he could
just funny how different.
Grab some lunch and stay for an hour. God.
You know, my wife, she just loves cabins.
Annie, what were you saying? Isn't it amazing?
Oh, no, I'm just thinking about Columbo. Isn't it just funny how different people... my wife, she just loves cabins. Can't get enough of them.
I need to watch Columbo properly.
You really do. It's an actually fantastic television show.
So I've heard. My friends love it. And you're one of them, so.
Yeah.
But I've heard from a bunch of people.
So, I'm taking you to a relaxing cabin to breathe down your neck the whole week and make sure you write. What's also funny?
Oh, sorry, you go? Yep.
What's funny is that, generally speaking, when someone is talking about having writer's block, the number one thing that tends to help is not writing. It's the Kiki's Delivery Service thing. It is do something else. Go for a walk. Wash some dishes. Clean. Something that occupies your hands while your mind works.
Yep.
Yeah. A week's a long time to be stuck in a cabin with me.
Boy, is it ever.
I think like an hour's long enough to be stuck with you, Amelia. I'd want to leave.
Ayo.
Yeah, he should stay for lunch and then go home. Lee and I laughed, with Lee shaking his head slightly.
He didn't shake his head all the way. Just
slightly.
Just slightly.
Or I can lend you my cock!
That's what he calls it. He calls his cock brain. He thinks with his brain.
Oh no!
He meant to call it Brian once as a kid, but got it messed up.
So is his butthole pinky then?
Yeah.
No. It should be called Brownie.
Pinky in the brain. It's fine.
Oh dear.
I'm crying.
I can't even see the screen anymore. Lee laughed and turned back to the door, opening it. Just say he went out the door.
He could just laugh and open the door.
Absolutely not. Need more words, Annie.
I swear to God, I have this whole fucking style guide.
Do you think she's getting paid by the word?
No! She does Kickstarters for these things. I have a style guide that is, let me check, 1,144 pages. Granted, that's including the index, but there are rules.
My week of sex writing practice had begun.
Had it.
I took in the smell of the fucking cabin. That's right, the cabin is fucking an empty wine bottle and some wine glasses.
Yeah.
Therefore, aesthetic. She has to open her laptop before she turns it on.
Yep.
And listen to it wake up as she places her folded clothes in the empty drawers on the side.
I know it's bad, but I have never once turned off my laptop on purpose.
That is actually bad for it, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad for a laptop.
I just close it.
No.
Password Knights of the Heavenly Blade 2011.
So, not even the numbers? You need to have numbers in a password, girl. You gotta get hacked.
No,
I know
right.
passphrases are a thing, but you need some
voice
numbers
activated.
in there.
Activation!
Why is it voice activated?
God.
That's so bad.
My laptop recognizing my voice sequence and entering it into itself.
Oh.
Yeah. Sweetheart, I think you need to enter into yourself for a little bit, just to relax. Amelia.
She calls the laptop Tara!
Is Tara a reference to another thing, like this Knights of the Heavenly Blade? Are these references to other works of hers?
I don't
Knights
know.
of the Heavenly Blade is the book she's writing, I think, because I remember there being a knight and a princess.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't know if Michaela Laws has written something else called Knights of the Heavenly Blade.
I don't know about Tara specifically, but that does make me think of Tara Gillespie, ostensibly the author of My Immortal.
Oh no, I'm just having war flashbacks now.
I mean...
How should I start?
Do you think that Michaela Walls actually uses voice-activated writing software, or do you think she just thought, oh, this is a cool idea, I'm gonna chuck it in for flavor?
Some people, I would say that she might use voice-activated, dictation software. Dictation software is not unheard of. And granted, in a visual novel, that would at least allow you to do better blocking than simply having a character typing.
That's true, that's true.
Dictation software is not the weird thing here.
I shook my head. Now was not the time to know details.
Isn't it...
Do characters have a sex? How does one begin a sex scene?
Title, Knights of the Heavenly Blade. Characters Sir Gerald and Princess Jasmina. Ah!
Enter. Their names appeared on the document as the memory of their characterization came into my mind.
Okay, Sir Gerald is the son of a king that means he's actually a prince.
Mm-hmm. But instead of
devoted
thinking
himself to serve the princess who had saved his life, Princess Jasmina. These are our characters, folks. Get real familiar with them. Jasmina.
We heard that?
Okay, Jasmina has a wise and mature upbringing, but is also a pure and innocent angel, ignorant of love and pleasure.
Like, that's the thing. Intelligence is one thing, but wisdom comes from experience, and experience and innocence are pretty much inversely proportional.
And in studying, she must have learned that man is mortal, and therefore we cannot choose the wine in front of you.
She's as pure as a blooming flower, because
gross.
Sex and purity
are completely different things.
You can't have sex and be pure. Those are, and who gets to define this purity, guys?
You're the laws.
If there's one thing that I definitely learned from like 4th grade, it was that sex and purity are different things.
Their love was picture perfect, and they were the perfect guinea pigs to practice sex writing.
Sex writing? I love the phrase I had there. I was going to practice sex writing with them.
God. See, and Jasmina is shy and ignorant of sex, while Sir Gerald is enough to let her lead and direct him, even though she doesn't know anything. She's ignorant.
Okay, so is she supposed to be on top or not? Like, is she in charge of this interaction, or is she, like, following his lead?
And my bag of sundries, which has appeared out of nowhere, with my free hand.
No, she talked about unpacking a bag of sundries earlier.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, no. Ugh.
Oh, that's
including
right.
These particular ounces focused here in my penis.
Turn her gaze away.
Isn't this Michaela?
Yeah, this is Michaela. Jasmina is voiced by Michaela Loss.
Yep.
Are all these really just Michaela writing these so someone will call her princess?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Is this just fantasy fulfillment because she just wants someone to call her a princess?
Yeah.
You can just ask. You can just ask the person
ask someone to do that for you, Michaela.
Just be like, hey, next time we fuck, can you call me princess? Next time you kiss me, can you call me that? Like, God, it's not hard.
Okay. All right, here we go. We're starting to get into the sex here. Her body was fearful, having never experienced the warmth of a person's body in a bed.
Not in bed, in a bed, which means she's never slept beside anyone ever for any reason.
A person's body in a bed.
Yeah. God.
He kissed over each hand?
Yeah.
Like multiple. Okay, is that describing multiple kisses, or is he placing one kiss on each hand?
I don't know for sure.
I think it's softly kissed each hand.
Okay.
Like both hands.
Ride this dick, girl.
You know she's not gonna.
Okay, so that is definitely saying, please use me however you want for your sexual gratification, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is I am your fuck toy for tonight.
Yes. Which is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. See, my mind wished for a sweet person like Gerald with how he treated Jasmina. She just wants to be called a princess.
Yeah.
I was mildly jealous.
Her heart felt like jumping up and down in her chest. Momentum.
Here comes her heart.
Even her very body and soul, crying and joy.
He hasn't given himself to her yet, though, or at least she hasn't taken it.
We haven't even done anything. He's just said, like, hey, you want to use me? And she's like,
so touching.
But she felt like crying, but she didn't.
Then they fucked to the end.
Oh, man. Okay.
I guess for getting into the character, she cupped his cheek gently, probably.
Isn't this one where it's like, if you say take me, she stalls anyway?
No, there's something. Yeah, there's. I seem to recall when we start getting into these sex scenes that, like, there's one correct answer and the game berates you for choosing the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, take me. I feel like if we're going to start writing a sex scene, I still think that we should go with "Take Me."
Okay.
It's because like he's saying like, I am your fuck toy for tonight.
yeah.
But she can also turn that back around by saying like, fuck you, fuck me.
Yeah. And now we get berated for saying that.
Probably. Yeah, and then the game is because it takes forever for this game to say anything. It's going to spend the next like 5 minutes telling us we chose wrong. She wasn't ready for this. Where did the rush come from? She's about to have sex.
He's horny. Like,
when you're nervous, sometimes you want to go faster to get the thing done with.
Has Laws not encountered this concept of horny before?
Nope.
No, because she likes sex scenes for the romance of it. Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Cunnilingus.
All right. Just bury your head between those thighs.
No, why is he passing it back to her? She just said...
He literally just said, I cede control of this interaction to you. And now he's like, no, I cede it to you.
No, you.
She didn't wish for the focus to be on her. She wanted the night to be about them both.
Yes, don't fuck me. Tonight is for us, guys.
Okay, it takes two to tango.
Oh my god. Both of them.
And he's like, well, you should do what you want. Then what do you want me to do? Oh my god, this is like sex chicken. Holy shit. Jasmina stared deep into his eyes, becoming lost in their jade tint.
How she'd love to gaze into his
spit on
eyes.
myself.
Okay, jade tint being a hyphenated, like a compound phrase, that definitely sounds like it's a racist slur for something, right?
Oh my, it
That
does.
sounds like it's an anti-Asian slur.
Oh no.
Okay, so now she's in charge. Okay.
And now...
I kind of like a feather. That's hot to me.
She's like, take me now. Gerald pushed forward. Like a feather, Gerald moved forward, so like delicately.
Yeah.
He took her head in his hands and pulled her towards him, which means he's taking charge.
We'll get berated no matter which of these we take, unless it's the fancy, delicate, like a feather. Because people can only move slowly and haltingly the whole way through any of these interactions.
On the other hand, I think it would be hot if Gerald basically like instantly is like, "You're hungry."
The monster fucker would say that, wouldn't she?
Yes, the monster fucker would. Thank you.
But also, I agree. I 100% agree.
Okay.
She has ceded control. It is time for him to take that control. Yeah, he was definitely following her orders.
I stared at what I had said. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. His lips claimed her as his own, slightly pressing against them.
His desire flared like a racing stallion because of the cock?
God, they're only slightly pressing their lips together. Imagine she's like, I am naked. I want you to fuck me. Please fuck me. He's going to roughly grab her head and then gently peck her on the lips.
I had to admire his strength for carrying all the grocery bags in and whatnot. No, that's literally just, that's kind of guy stuff, but that's just literally how people carry in groceries.
Yeah,
you have
can't
to
take
win
more
at
than one trip.
groceries. You win at groceries if you get all the bags in at one trip.
Normal to want, possible to achieve. Good grade in groceries. Just started chapter 1. So the story opens with a sex scene?
Yeah. It's just all sex scenes.
Oops, all sex.
Gerald was his favorite character.
Slow and romantic sex writing.
Well, definitely slow. Definitely 50% true.
I may have pushed Jasmina a little far with it. No.
That mouth description, that mouth image that she's got is... I don't like that.
Kind of made her say, take me.
Like a sultry seductress. Yeah, it's because it's bad to be a seductress. It's bad to want sex, you guys.
Like, she's a virgin. She can just say, like, raise an eyebrow. She can just say, like, hey, take me. I don't
Baby
know how
boy.
to do a sex. Fuck you.
Fuck you. She would.
What do you know?
Jasmina's not a coward like you. And you can tell she's a fanfic writer because she uses the term canon.
His infamous, you know better than that look. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry I wrote her wanting sex. I
I'll undo it
apologize,
later.
my editor.
And now he practically popped out at me as a good option. God, they're just berating us now. Fuck you.
I feel like we did a different thing that was also wrong last time.
Yeah.
And that one, like, they had a back and forth argument about it also being the wrong choice.
I'm almost curious, but I don't give a shit.
Ah, you're almost curious. It's infecting you.
Need to add
I needed to
visual
add
aesthetics.
visual aesthetics. You mean senses? You needed to write things that had senses in them?
A simple rustle of the bed sheets could make or break tension.
Well, the smell of sweat needed to be controlled by the temperature of
What
the
are you
room.
talking about?
Guys, is she okay?
No.
And my God, all at once, it was tiring to say the least.
Okay,
Everybody,
Michaela, I get it. You're such a good writer.
he's such a good writer.
God,
Michaela.
she's talking like she's a fucking DM.
Okay, everybody, we'll get back to you next time on this episode of Date Me Damn It, Love Never Allies. You can find out more about us at crookedrussiancam.horser.gay. Hubert says goodbye.
Apparently,
Goodbye,
Burns says
Hubert.
goodbye too.
I love you, Brune. Goodbye, Brune.